On Sunday, March 9th, the Ministry of Health received notification of a cargo vessel from Guyana that was received at the Vieux-Fort port with some health problems. On getting the initial notification, the Ministry of Health put together a team made up of health officials, namely a physician, a nurse, a representative from epidemiology, environmental health, and a representative from the St. Jude Hospital, working with our local partners, the St. Lucia ANC Port Authority, the Marine Police, and the St. Lucia Fire Service. A team went on board in an effort to do an initial assessment of the situation. On arriving on the vessel on Sunday, that is Sunday, March 9th, the assessment led to a few immediate actions. One of the notifications was that one crew member, we noted, passed away on Saturday of March 8th and was stored on the vessel. And the health team also noted that one of the other crew members was quite ill. This led to the hospitalization of one of the 10 crew members, and we also requested an emergency post-mortem on the crew member who passed away. After that initial assessment, the cargo vessel was taken up to the port in Castries, and we had another assessment of the 8 remaining crew members to determine their health status. And we have been doing daily health assessments of them to ensure that they maintain in good health, and if anything were to change, that we can respond in a timely manner. Due to the nature of the matter, this had led to the quarantine authority, which is the chief medical officer, leading to the detention and then the quarantine of the vessel off the coast of St. Lucia. We are presently working with the Caribbean Public Health Agency and the Pan American Health Organization in terms of dealing with the matter in a timely way. The initial post-mortem of the gentleman indicated that he died from bronchopneumonia, so there seemed to be some form of respiratory failure. And the gentleman who is receiving care at the St. Jude Hospital is also diagnosed of bronchopneumonia. The Ministry of Health is working with, as I indicated earlier, the Caribbean Public Health Agency and the Pan American Health Organization in terms of determining the cause of the respiratory disease that we have noted so far. We had a teleconference yesterday with our regional agencies, so we have been given their support in terms of handling the matter. Today, we also met with family members of the deceased crew members and also the ship's agents in terms of the way forward. We continue working closely with the Marine Police, St. Lucia ANC Port Authority, the St. Jude Hospital, and the St. Lucia Fire Service in terms of managing the matter at this point.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you've heard, we have quarantined the vessel, Lady's Eye, as of on Sunday last. The reason for quarantining the ship was that it met our criteria as stipulated under the Quarantine Act of St. Lucia, revised 2001, where it was found that there was one, a dead person on board the ship, and secondly, there was someone who was suspected as suffering from a communicable disease. This essentially provided the framework within which we the Quarantine Act allowed the Ministry of Health to quarantine the vessel. As a result of this decision to quarantine the vessel, no person is allowed to disembark, and no goods, no cargo can be disembarked. I want to just mention that the cargo is material intended for animal feed. That is corn and some soya product. It's supposed to be the raw material for animal feed. We are currently undertaking the samples, doing the environmental sampling. Hopefully we'll be doing some testing to be able to rule out various issues with respect to the ship. We are also working with a number of agencies, as you've heard, in terms of CAFA, the St. Lucia leg of CAFA, SLASPA, and so on, in terms of providing security for the ship and enforcing the provisions of the quarantine.
The vessel came into Port Beaufort on Sunday, and noting that someone was deceased and also someone was ill, we immediately contacted the Ministry of Health. The vessel was not allowed to come alongside until the health officials came down to the Port of Beaufort. Upon their advice, we brought the vessel alongside. And again, as guided by the Ministry of Health, the vessel was allowed to come into Port Castries. To gain access to the vessel, as the Ministry of Health, we decided to, and based on the risks involved, we decided to move the vessel in Banan. And again, for ease of monitoring and enforcement of the quarantine, SLASPA and the Marine Police, we met, had about 2 meetings, and we have addressed the matter. As you know, Castries is an ISPS compliant port, and we do take security very seriously. Well, being on vessels, I mean, cruise ships have come here at nighttime with persons on board, maybe a dead on board. As you know, cruise ships have been here before with SARS. So in terms of vessels having persons being sick, it's not the first time. Well, all vessels approaching or entering ports worldwide would have to make a declaration of health to the port authorities as to whether there is any illness or anyone is affected on board. So that's an international requirement, and it's done in St. Lucia as in all other ports.
The Ministry of Health, we do have protocols in terms of dealing with infectious disease on vessels coming in. And on receiving the notification on Sunday morning, we were able to put a complete health team together Sunday morning in order to do the initial assessment. We were able to put everything in place, ensuring the safety of our healthcare workers, ensuring the safety of SLASPA, the police, the fire service, everybody else who went to do the assessment. And as indicated, if we were able to, locally we have a capacity to initiate, and we, as I indicated earlier, with the support of our regional agencies such as the Caribbean Public Health Agency and the Pan American Health Organization, any test that we were not able to do here, they're able to assist us in terms of diagnosis and management. So we are in dialogue with them in terms of the support needed for further investigation. Both the person who has passed away and the person who is admitted at our St. Jude Hospital, it looks like a bronchopneumonia. The gentleman who passed away looks like some form of respiratory failure from the bronchopneumonia. At this point, we are awaiting the results from the samples taken to diagnose what type of bronchopneumonia that they have. We are at that point. We are waiting on those results to find out, because bronchopneumonia could be due to different causes. It could be bacterial, it could be viral, it could be fungal, it could be atypical, where there are other organisms that can also cause bronchopneumonia. So we are at this point in terms of getting the causal agent of bronchopneumonia.
Bacterial and fungal, the possibility lays that it may be found in the cargo. Possibility lays. At
this point, we're not able to indicate, because we don't have the results of the initial test for the cause of the bronchopneumonia. So I beg your pardon?
Can it be a causal agent? I mean, the history of the disease itself, the various types, can it be found in those items?
Bacterial, fungal, or viral agents can be found anywhere. Okay, so at this point, we're not able to indicate. Okay, we cannot rule out anything at this point until we get those initial results.
The boat is expected to depart today, right?
Further information has indicated that the boat would not be able to depart today. So we will give you an update as to when it will be leaving, but it will not be able to leave today, as it was initially in the initial plan of the ship. If everything went as in their schedule, they would have left the island today. But due to the situation that is still under investigation, they will not be able to leave the country today.
Can we get a name, age, and nationality of the deceased? Is it possible?
Not name. The deceased is Guyanese, male,
Age?
53 years of age.
And can we confirm the age of the one in stable condition as the age?
The gentleman in stable condition is 51 years of age. I am not able to rate the severity of the disease because we don't have the causal agent. As soon as we know the causal agent, we will be able to give an idea of the severity. However, we are taking every necessary precaution to ensure the safety of everybody involved, everybody doing the necessary assessments. We are treating this because we are not sure as to what the cause is. So we are taking all of the necessary precautions until we get an idea of the cause. Usually persons who are healthy tend to recover with the necessary antibiotics and medication. In terms of persons passing away from bronchopneumonia, it's usually persons who are immunocompromised or have some underlying health conditions. But we have patients at our hospitals who have been diagnosed with bronchopneumonia and pneumonia, and they recover with the necessary medication, as is the gentleman who's admitted at the St. Jude Hospital, is recovering very well.
Okay, dimanche passé, ministre Santé tenu pour mettre un bâtiment qui sorti Guyane, ça nous a créé quarantine. About quarantine, ça nous mène c'est that nous mettons à la manière que personne à bord bâtiment passe à descendre à terre avec pièces bagailles cargo passe à descendre non plus. Il était nécessaire pour faire ça puis le bâtiment a expérience une situation côté là nous joindre un monde qui était mort à ce bâtiment, avec un autre qui était bien malade, avec loi Sainte-Lucie qui a fait arrangement pour laisser fête pour un bâtiment, en quarantine. Pour à présent, ça nous a fait, nous avons aller, nous avons collecter ça y est samples et bagaille comme ça, so nous ça test yo pour nous savoir qui possibilité qui ça qu'a fait avec bâtiment, avec nous avons travaillé avec Strasbourg et Port Authority, avec qui ont assisté nous à enforcer la provision quarantine là pour faire ainsi oui personne pas sortir à ce bâtiment avec pièces quelque chose pas sortir à ce bâtiment.
Ok, le bâtiment venu vieux fort. Nous pas quitter Maui associé à plus un monde malade et puis un monde mort. So nous te couillé ministre pour dire ça qu'a fait et puis là yo venu nous quitter bâtiment venu alongside, yo fait ça je ni pour faire et puis bâtiment venu à Castries. Encore quand yo dit nous mettons à sous bâtiment tenu pour la lac et puis Strasbourg et puis Marine Police law nous a joindre et puis nous a mettre bagaille en place pour assurer quarantine là est forcé.
Mais nous disons plus à ce bâtiment qui ça qui est dedans quand même monde séminaire.
Bâtiment n'est manger pour les animaux et puis la te ni 10 moun abo. Yon Hamor, yon Malade Saint-Jules, et puis la ni 8 abo bâtiment.
Ok, et puis, qui ça qu'a fait après?
Eh bien, pour cela, ça nous a fait, ministre, c'est ministre là qui peut lead la situation ça là. Et puis là, il dit nous, bâtiment ça quitté, et puis arrivé fort, ça qu'a fait. So actuellement, nous avons espéré pour le ministre dit nous ça qu'a fait.
Monsieur Gabriel, vous êtes à un meeting bon matin, et puis la famille, qui m'a dit ça passer?
Oui, nous joignons avec un membre de la famille, avec un autre monde qui t'a représenté monde qui ni bâtiment, okay? The owner of the vessel. Avec nous parler avec eux about nous dire ça qui t'a fait, nous demander pour qui ça qui t'a concerné yo, so nous t'a parler par yo information. Nous also te point l'occasion pour clarifier d'autres bagailles qui étaient nécessaires. So, yo indiqué, yo te bien play avec manière nous yo te parlé avec ces gens yo qui étaient à ce bâtiment, avec ces gens bâtiment, te bien play avec manière nous te agi avec yo, avec nous a indiqué pour yo that nous available pour ba yo information kon bagay la continue.
Et dernièrement, qui condition c'est mon qui est dans le bâtiment à présent?
Eh bien, nous avons fait accès, docteur avec nous avons accès ces gens à ce bâtiment tous les jours. Dernière fois, c'était hier, malgré à présent, nous avons l'autre 7 personnes à ce bâtiment. Mais hier, ces gens sont allés à ce bâtiment. Ils ont dit ces gens qui sont à ce bâtiment à présent bien. Ils n'ont pas une pièce malade, ils sont bien.